Hello students, in our today's video we will discuss long questions from the chapter Partition of Bengal and Swadeshi Movement. In the previous 3 videos we have discussed all other important questions from this chapter that are very important for your upcoming board exams. The link is in the description, you can go through it. Before we start, if this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe. Now let's start our today's video. Question number 6. Discuss the contributions of Swadeshi movement towards national education. Answer. The Swadeshi movement had its impact on each and every sphere of the society, and as such, education is not exception to it. It had an extreme impact on the prevalent education system of that time. 1. The greatest contribution of the Swadeshi movement towards national education was the awakening of nationality and patriotism among the students. It resulted in the disobedience of the government order circulated by R.W. Carlyle on 10th October 1905, warning the students not to join the Swadeshi movement against the government. The outcome of it was a walkout of the classroom as a mark of protest by the student community. Rabindranath Tagore organized a student rally on 4th November 1905 at Pataldanga, Malikbari. Rabindranath Tagore organized a student rally on 4th November 1905 at Pataldanga, Malikbari to protest this unjustified circular of the government. 2. Another worth mentioning contribution of the Swadeshi movement towards national education was the establishment of national institutions. Bipin Chandra Pal, Rabindranath Tagore, Abdul Rashid and many other prominent leaders called upon the students to leave government institutions and join national schools. This was the ignition to the starting of a national institution named Dawn Society by Satish Chandra Mukherjee. This was followed by the establishment of Bongo Jatiya Vidyalaya in Calcutta and Rangpur by Rabindranath Tagore on 6 August 1905. On 11th March 1906, Rash Bihari Bose formed a Jatiya Shiksha Parishad at Town Hall, Calcutta. Next, the Bengal National College was established on 15 August 1906. Thus, over 62 secondary schools and 3,000 national primary schools were established, which was a marked contribution of Swadeshi movement towards national education. Question number 7. How did the national industries develop during the Swadeshi movement? Explain in short. Answer. During the Swadeshi movement, the spirit of self-development created a conducive environment for the establishment of national industries. In addition to this, the growing demand for locally made goods also ignited it. The various industries established at that time were spinning machine, small and medium scale handloom industries, industries for producing mustard oil, soap, sugar, matchbox and biscuit factories. National Bank and national insurance companies were also established at that time. Some of the notable industries established at that time were Swadeshi Bhandar by Rabindranath Tagore, Indian stores at Bow Bazar, Calcutta by Yogesh Chandra Chaudhary and Krishna Bihari, Lakshmi Bhandar by Sarala Devi from Tagore's family, United Bengal stores by Abdul Halim Ghazanvi at Lal Bazar. In order to inculcate self-strength and self-reliance in the minds of the people of Bengal, people like Jagdish Chandra Bose, Prafulla Chandra Rai, Nil Ratan Sarkar, etc. thought of establishing big industries in Bengal. Hence, during the Swadeshi movement, Bengal cotton mill was built under the initiative of Nil Ratan Sarkar on 1st August 1906. Bengal Chemicals on 25th July 1906 under the supervision of Acharya Prafulla Rai. Jamshedji Tata established iron factory in 1907. Thus, various industries were established in various provinces of India. The first Indian Industrial Summit was held on 17 December 1905 under the chairmanship of R.C. Datta at Varanasi. Thus, during Swadeshi movement, the people got united in reviving the indigenous industry and opened the gate of progress of Indian industries and business. Question number 8. What were the anti-movement measures taken by the British to dominate Swadeshi movement? Answer. The anti-movement measures taken by the British government to dominate Swadeshi movement can be enumerated as follows. 1. Offering posts, titles and medals to leaders of Indian National Congress. The British government, with the hope of getting support in its various acts, including the partition of Bengal and also to keep the leaders loyal, offered various posts, titles and medals to leaders of Indian National Congress. Thus, the leaders were offered the post of judges in High Court, member of British Parliament, member in Viceroy's Council, etc. However, leaders like Surendranath Banerjee, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Bipin Chandra Pal stood firm and rejected all these offers of the British government. First remarkable step towards it was the return of knighthood title by Gopal Krishna Gokhale. 2. Encouraging Muslims to start a political party. To make the Muslims stand against the moves of Indian National Congress, the British encouraged their leaders to start a Muslim political party and also tried to please them by various offers. They succeeded in it to a great extent but could not get full success. Thus, all the anti-movement policies of the British government proved to be a failure. Question number 9. Mention 3 results of the Swadeshi movement. Answer. The Swadeshi movement had its impact on each and every sphere of the society of that time. 3 worth mentioning results of the Swadeshi movement were as follows. 1. Rise of national industry. During the Swadeshi movement, the spirit of self-development had created a conducive environment for the establishment of national industries. The growing demand for locally made goods ignited the unification of the Indian people and at the same time revived the indigenous industries, thereby opening the gate of progress of Indian industries. 2. Development of national literature. As the impact of Swadeshi movement was seen in every sphere of the society, literature is not exception to it. During this period, many magazines, newspapers, books, drama, songs and articles igniting the tide of patriotism and nationalism were published. With an aim to create a foundation of Indian fine arts free from Western influence, Abanindranath Thakur established a national institution named Bangiya Kala Sangsad. 3. Development of national education. The Swadeshi movement had an extreme impact on the prevalent education system of that time. Some of the consequences of it were: A. There was an awakening of national and patriotism among the students. This resulted in disobedience of government orders and walked out of the classroom by the student community. B. Another positive consequence of the Swadeshi movement was the establishment of national institutions. Thus, over 62 secondary schools and 3,000 national primary schools were established during this period. Question number 10. Mention 3 contributions of Swadeshi movement. Answer. The primary contributions of Swadeshi movement can be enumerated as follows. 1. Awareness about mass movement. Political awareness regarding mass movement was aroused among the Indians. They started to realize that standing unitedly for a common cause could bring sure success to them. 2. Demand for Swaraj. The Swadeshi movement aroused a strong sense of nationalism among the Indians. which in turn compelled the Indian National Congress to take the proposal for demanding Swaraj in 1906 in Calcutta session under the presidency of Dadabhai Naoroji. 3. Attraction of women towards mass movement. The Swadeshi movement also had a vast impact on the mind of the people of India, with the result as active participation of them in mass movement. 2 worth mentioning incidents in this regard were: 1. The day of execution of Prafulla Chaki, when every kitchen was closed down and all mothers passed the day by mourning. 2. Mass movement of the women against the torture of Bhupendranath Datta, which was summoned by his mother Bhubaneswari Devi.